I was in this church that had 500 employees.
Whoa.
It had branches all across the world.
Okay.
It had schools.
Okay.
So that's what I was exposed to.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, you understand? So I've seen this thing firsthand. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I sat with people who did this thing.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
so church can be
That big.
can be this. It's
But you probably don't think you were the one that can build something like that.
No. Why would I be the one? There's a version of us that can only be unearthed by a vision that we don't think is possible.
Right.
Because it was only when I attempted the things I've attempted that I met the person that I am.
What's happening in the world that called the unlikely candidate to be written?
In this life, there are people who are born to do great things, and everyone else is here to spectate and hands for them. And I want to speak to that person who has that limiting belief. A lot of us have that. A lot of us would rather live impressed than live ignited.
Sure.
People always ask me, what do I want people to take out of the book?
Yes.
I don't want people to leave after reading the book go like, wow,
Yeah,
he's
that
an
guy.
amazing guy.
Yes.
I want them to go like, wow, so God can do that through my life. That's what I want. I want to awaken people who think they are unimpressive, they are ungifted, untalented, they are nobodies, they are just here to accompany everyone. I want to say to them, you are an unlikely candidate that God can use to do incredible things.
And how do you fight these unlikely candidate imposters?
I didn't believe this book was sell.
So this still hits you today.
Yeah, I didn't believe this book is going to sell. And someone said to me, when did you get over the fear and the imposter?
Yes.
And I said, you make a very big assumption.
Yeah, that's gone.
That it's gone. You learn to live with the imposter.
Welcome to the Leadership Summit of the Year. Yes, this is it. Hello, I'm Dr. Maanda Tshifularo, and on this week's episode of the SuperLead Podcast series, we have Pastor Koketso back in studio. He is the founder and senior pastor of Muso Church, and in this conversation, we deep dive into his book, The Unlikely Candidate. Koketso, welcome to SuperLead Podcast.
I'm glad to be back.
Oh,
I'm
you
glad to be
announced
back.
it here, and it's here.
I announced it here, first mentioned here,
Yes,
and it is here.
we have the unlikely candidate.
The book is here, man.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we need to start by saying congratulations for
Thank
the
you.
book.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
launched, it's here. But there's more, as we were chatting with your publicist, that you're now reprinting before this book is even gone live.
So I think because of the pre-sale order, the pre-release orders, the publicists realized that the demand is quite, big. So then they knew that once it hits the stores, it will move. So then they wanted to reprint before the release date. I mean, we thank God. We thank God for grace, man. We thank God for His grace. Yeah.
Authors, they take a year or two, and then they're like, oh, maybe we can reprint.
Yeah.
And you reprint before day zero.
Hey, man, it's the grace of God. It's the grace of God. I'm grateful.
No, super happy for you.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to dig in. Because I saw Kumbooks sold out, and stores in Pretoria are running out.
And some stores in Pretoria have already run out.
Yeah.
Man, I think, it's one of those things. You take step of faith and God does the rest.
Sure.
So I brought my 2 fish and 5 loaves, and look at what's happening.
Oh, lovely. And as I was telling you, you have this effect even on me. So, we will meet for like 4 minutes on the sideline of some event or something that we are both doing. And then we chat briefly. And then
Sure.
Just that encounter, you just walk away with like renewed vision and faith. And
I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful.
where does that come from? What is that?
Phew, I guess I think that's part of the story, in that I grew up with in an environment that said I would never become anything.
Sure.
And in trying to run away from that, I developed a mindset, a can-do mindset. I developed a nothing is impossible mindset. Because I was trying to escape that being my reality forever. And so I was shaped by hard knocks of life, sleeping in the streets, sleeping in the police stations and all of that. And then I learned a pattern to say, you know what, it looks like every time I apply myself a little bit more than what I think I can, just push myself just a little bit, things happen.
Sure.
And then I just kept on doing that. Every time I just push myself, and I'm realizing that
this is a formula.
And
I can tell you, I work in organizations, and then with our work, and then even in the business school, almost everyone wants the employees to have this can-do mindset and attitude.
Absolutely. I was sitting with my team yesterday. I said to them, guys, we are moving into a 7,000-seater building, right?
So you say these numbers like...
And I say to them,
are you
from a 1,000-seater to a 7,000-seater? Because now we have 2 branches. So I said to them, are you ready?
Yeah.
And the whole team goes like, yes, we're ready. And I said to them, you need to be ready on 3 levels. And I think, so you are ready at a purpose level, at a calling level. You feel excited. Yes, we're ready. And that's when most of us say we're ready when we feel like we're ready.
I see.
But are you ready at the capacity level?
Sure.
And at the character level?
Sure.
Because the passion and the calling level will get you in there. And that's why most of us, we move by faith. But then we start things, then they collapse. Because we were ready at one level, at the passion, purpose, calling, inspiration level. But at the character and the capacity level, you might find that we are not ready.
Ma'am, I did tell you, we might not talk about the book. This is how it works.
Yes.
So tell me about the capacity.
So when we talk with our teams about the team readiness, do we look at those 3 elements to say, there's the character of because the character is what's going to sustain the team when things starts falling apart.
Okay.
Because every new level.
Let's take one at a time. So there's a
calling. So it's calling
and purpose and inspiration.
Yes.
I think that I can understand.
Yes.
Just spending 2 seconds with you, I'm inspired.
Yes.
So I'm ready to go.
There we go. Then
there's a capacity one and
capacity,
there's a character one.
To
Let's
say
talk capacity first.
6,000 people walking. That's an hour on traffic for them just to drive into the church. What does the system there look like? It's 30 minutes to get them sitting down. What time then do we need to start church? How many leaders must we have? If you have 6,000 people, that means you have to have 600 volunteers every Sunday. What is managing that? Because the ratio is 1 for every 10.
So you need 1 volunteer for
every 10 people. Yes. So you need 600 volunteers to effectively run. So I'm like, my staff, that means you will have to lead. Now you're leading a team of 60, then you need to lead a team of 600
in about a couple of months.
Do you understand? Are you ready for that? And now it's individuals who are malfunctioning, they are learning a new environment, there's transition, it's all of that. Do you have the capacity for that? Do you have the systems to be able to just on a Sunday? Because we did a trial run last week Sunday, and we were proper glitching. we're supposed to open our doors at 11. We opened our doors at 11:30. And the service is supposed to start at 11:30.
Sure.
That means we have 4,000 people waiting at the door to come in. Now, you need to pivot because you had a plan with 4,000 people walking in with 30 minutes. But now you need to get 4,000 people sitting in 5 minutes. The plan needs to change. And at the time, the team, we did not have a leader who could make a decision there. And the plan fell apart. But the hype of the moment was big enough to conceal the chaos. So are you ready at the calling level, at a capacity level and the character level. And the character is this.
No, before we go there, you know what's beautiful is how you talk about how glitchy you were.
Yeah.
Without judgment or shame.
Yeah. No, man. Because I anticipate that in a new level, I'm not going to have it all together. I'm going to be, every level I'm an amateur.
Oh, good man.
You understand? So I give myself grace to be an amateur in that level. I would rather be an amateur at the next level than be a professional at the level I've been at for years. Wow. Yeah.
This is another book. Are you announcing another book?
No, I'm not announcing anything. Today I'm not announcing anything.
Let's do the last one and then we'll talk about the book.
Yeah.
So at the character level.
At the character level.
So what does that mean?
It means I'm not going to say thank you to you every week.
Oh.
As a leader.
Okay.
I'm not going
because
to,
you might not,
because there's so many of us now.
Yes.
The team is, do you have the character to lead yourself? I'm not going to be as close to you anymore. Your level of decision making is going to go higher. I'm going to move a little bit further away from you.
Yes.
Do you have the character to handle that? Yeah. It means you are no longer leading tasks, you are leading people now. Sure. And people are challenging. You know, people are challenging. Do you have the character for that? Yes, do you understand? At that level, things are we're no longer leading primarily through relationships, but through regulations. We have systems and policies that now regulate this whole thing. So it means, do you have the character to handle that? It means sometimes we have to put in, crazy hours and all of that. Do you have the character?
Stamina
do you have the stamina to run at that level? Do you have the stamina to run at that level, to make decisions at that level, to actually handle the failures at that level? Because now when you make an error, it affects 5 people. Then when you make an error, it affects
4,000 people who are standing outside the door.
And you have to get feedback. On that to say you messed up. It cost us R1 million.
And then you own up to it.
You have to own up to it. You learn from it. Do you have the character for that?
This sounds like a book on its own. So now let's talk about this one. So
yes,
what's happening in the world that called the unlikely candidate to be written?
I think I see how people have delegated. Let me start here. Black Coffee celebrated his 50th birthday recently. What an incredible celebration. I mean, all the who's were there. And
no, not all of them. I wasn't there.
Sorry. I think your invite got lost somewhere in the mix. Hopefully when he turns 51, we will get an invite. Hopefully we will be. And it was interesting how many people in the comment section said, it feels like some of us are just here accompanying the likes of Black Coffee.
Sure.
We say that in jest, but a lot of us actually believe that in this life there are people who are born to do great things and everyone else is here to spectate and hands for them. And I want to speak to that person who has that limiting belief. A lot of us have that. A lot of us would rather live impressed than live ignited.
Sure.
We see this, do you understand? But do you know, people always ask me, what do I want people to take out of the book?
Yes.
I go like, I don't want people to leave after reading the book go like, wow, he's an amazing guy. I want them to go like, wow, so God can do that through my life. That's what I want. I want to awaken people who think they are unimpressive, they are ungifted, untalented, they are nobodies, they are just here to accompany everyone. I want to say to them, you are an unlikely candidate that God can use to do incredible things.
And in this economy that's tough.
Yeah.
You get people coming out of universities and it just looks like there's not much.
Yeah.
And then you've got companies that are facing all the many challenges. People getting retrenched.
Yes.
So you want to say to all these people that they might look unlikely.
Yeah. But it could be you, as opposed to looking for employment. What if the employer is locked up in you?
Sure.
What if you are the next employer and not the next? What if the employment door is closed on purpose so that the employee in you can be born?
Oh, good one. Now, walk me through some of these moments in your growing up days that qualifies you as an unlikely candidate.
I mean, I'm a pastor, right?
Which is why
Yeah.
this clock needs to be stopped and be frozen
Yeah.
every now and again. You know.
I'm a pastor,
Yes.
right? And when my uncle, who was a pastor himself, first, prophesied or spoke over my life for the benefit of your non-church people, he spoke over my life, this future that I'm living in. He said to me, God says one day you're going to be a pastor. I was coming from a club. I was a club DJ. I was drunk. I was, I looked nothing.
Yes.
I was the unlikely candidate
Sure.
to be a pastor.
And then he called
But he called that. He saw that. And I think I have it has become a signature part of my life to see, potential in unlikely moments.
Sure.
To see potential in, the reason we're moving, for example, into this 6,000 seat I'm talking about is because Borwin just announced that it's building 50,000 units in a kilometer from this building.
Yes.
I'm like, where are those people going to go to church?
Church.
Yeah, yeah,
Church.
So I'm preparing for them. There's a mega city that's opening there in Pretoria. They need a school, a shopping center, and a church.
Oh, I love
Do you understand?
So
the ability to that foresight.
Yeah.
And that's my story. My uncle saw it when I looked nothing like it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I love this sort of environmental analysis. So I'm going to class now.
Yeah.
So you're scanning the environment.
Yeah.
And you go, there will be a need there.
Yeah, there'll be a need there.
For the products and services you offer.
Absolutely. And then I go like, okay, from a calling perspective, I have the passion, I have the calling, I'm ready for that. I'm like, when I'm leading a congregation of 6,000 people, that means I needed employee of at least about 60 people and volunteers. So if I have 60 employees, what do I need to do now for me to be ready for that? Then I decided to sign up for business school. So I'm like, this school is not going to help me to lead a staff of 60 people. It's business school that's going. Theology helped me to lead the church. Business school. So it's the ability to have foresight and then prepare.
And you're building this leadership capacity for you, because you might be a lead that sort of stops the growth.
Absolutely, I know. I know. I was doing recently I was doing a study of our church just to check where are we, not doing well. Oh, the results were not kind to me. They said there's a lack of leadership.
There's a lack of leadership.
There's a lack of leadership. I was like, I guess I'm the leader. I'm the problem. Yeah. And I think it's because I believe in empowering people. So I think in empowering people, I moved away from processes way too far.
I am with you.
Yes, I moved way too far trusting them. They needed me.
You're no longer providing
I'm no longer providing leadership because I'm too trusting. So you see, there's the balance. The balance is important. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So unlikely gift. And then you also told me about the story of your mom.
Yeah. The great relationship between me and my mom now that has been restored, and I think that is one thing I'm grateful for.
Lovely.
What I've seen in the past 2 years is how relationships with, my childhood friend, my mom, old relationships have really come to the fore.
Okay, good.
And it's so precious to see, and it's really interesting how I had a childhood friend that we had a fallout, and 3 weeks ago we met at an event and we started reconnecting. My brother this morning, who I haven't spoken to in maybe 4 years, sent me a text. So I'm in a season where those relationships are being restored, and I'm so grateful for that.
Lovely.
I'm so grateful for that.
I imagine they are life-giving.
Yes, they are life-giving because, man, we can do all of these big things out there. Relationships are central to our well-being. Yeah.
And as an unlikely candidate, you were not raised by your parents.
I was not raised by my parents. I was raised by my grandmother, and I think that's part of. I write about how the first time I met my dad, we were, and I mean, people read the book. He gave me 5 friends, and he walked away. Right, and that's the only interaction we've ever had. And that marks you as a person. As a result, my relationship with money was not really great.
Sure.
I gave away my money
Okay.
to buy relationships for the most part of my adult life. So I would give people my money to buy friends.
And that's the role
Because
model you got from your
the
from your
root
dad.
is that the first time I met him, he gave me a 5 rands coin and walked away. And for me, that became a connecting point for relationships.
Sure.
So I had to heal out of that, and just to and I should be way further financially, but because
if you didn't
if I didn't
see
have
money this way.
do you understand? If I didn't see money as a tool to buy relationships, but it was because of my interaction with him, our first interaction. Yeah.
And I just wonder if we were to broaden this encounter, how fathers sometimes may substitute the parenting
Yeah.
with provision.
Yeah. And probably mostly because that's how they were raised. So, we lead how we were led, unless you stop to realize this is a disruptive pattern.
Sure.
And I think, I think we need to be kind to fathers. Money that the father gives to their children, it's not just money to him.
Sure.
That's his energy. That's his time. That's his life. He's giving his life to making that money. There's one statement that says, "No, he just gave me the money. He doesn't care." I'm
Yes,
like, to him, it's not just money.
Oh wow, man.
He gives his blood, sweat, and tears to make that money. He didn't get the money from a tree, right? He has given his youth to making that money. He's giving everything.
He
so
suffered
he
bad
suffered,
bosses,
yes,
and
to
all
gain that money. So when he gives it, he's not just giving money, he's giving a part of himself. So I think we need to be
This is how we
gracious.
interpret
This, you
that.
understand? We need to interpret it with kindness and grace.
I love
that
that.
this guy is not just pushing money down. He can learn how to also be physically present. But let us invite him to be physically present, psychologically present, without diminishing
Appreciating.
the money.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel sometimes we
very good, man.
diminish.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard work being a father.
Yeah. Tell me that. When you come back from work, you sit there, the kids, they see a jungle gym, then they want to climb on you. They don't care how the meeting was. Oh man, let me tell you, fun times. And being a father myself, and I write about that to say it was difficult, because now I have to be something I've not seen.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen the modeling of it. I've experienced in the modeling of it. And now I have to be a father. And I have to be a leader. I have not seen a modeling of leadership.
Yes.
In fact, most of the leaders in my life, I saw them as I fought with them.
Okay.
I had a bad relationship with authority.
Okay.
Because I had to build my life outside that kind of authority. So now suddenly if a man wants to tell me what to do, no, bro, I built my life without an authority figure. No one's going to tell me. And I had to also grow out of that. I had to, learn out of that. I had to, so this...
So unlikely pastor candidate,
Yes.
unlikely parent candidate,
yeah,
unlikely leader candidate, if it were.
Yeah, absolutely. Those areas of my... And I share... That's why I tell the story. I don't tell people what to do. I share where I've been and what I've gone through, with the hope that as they read, they can see some of their own story.
Yes.
And believe that they can step out of them. They can rise above that.
So now let's talk about the church.
Yeah.
Because mostly, you see churches start and then they stagnate somewhere.
Yeah.
And when I have a conversation with you, it just seems to be multiplying. And let's talk about the unlikely candidate.
As far as
the journey of the church.
So and I write about it. I think I learned how to do church serving another man's vision. And we underestimate just how much serving others prepares us for our own.
Okay, good.
Because scripture says, if you are faithful with someone else's, you shall be entrusted with your own. So for 13 years, I served in this church, feeling overlooked, feeling underpaid, feeling underappreciated, but serving anyway.
Okay.
And it was in those moments where I was being built to think and do things the way I do them now.
All right.
And the grace of it was I was making mistakes at someone else's cost.
Yes.
Because that's the thing.
Yeah, you're protected.
Someone else takes the responsibility for this. I can make the mistakes and then I grow. That's the opportunity in serving.
Sure.
And so I was in this church that had 500 employees.
Whoa.
It had branches all across the world.
Okay.
It had schools.
Okay.
So that's what I was exposed to.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, you understand? So I've seen this thing firsthand. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I sat with people who did this thing.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
so church can be
That big.
can be this. It's
But you probably don't think you were the one that could build something like that.
No. Why would I be the one? And for the fact that they were white, so I understood that, and all of that. But one day I was just like, but why?
Sure.
Where does that mindset come from? Sure. Especially when I started to observe my role in that organization.
Yes.
I was like, it looks like I'm contributing quite significantly here. It looks like I'm making a difference here. That means there's a value that I am bringing. I'm like, then maybe I can actually build something that the next generation, because I was like, and I mean, for me, it's a racial thing, but it's not a racial thing. I hope you, do you understand?
In South Africa, there's those
Do you
lenses
understand?
we cannot. Yeah.
I'm like, for a white young boy to dream of building a mega church that is globally impactful and what have you, changing the world, is not difficult for them to imagine that, because there are people who look like him that have done it.
Sure.
So he has a point of reference.
Yes.
And I'm like, then I want to be a point of reference for the next generation.
Oh, lovely, man.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I want to be a point of reference for the next generation. So I'm going to leave this organization that is paying me so well, that the trajectory looks good. I will be in leadership at one point. Everything's looking good. I'm going to leave it to go and start something from scratch.
Yeah.
Build something like this.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how do you fight these unlikely candidate imposters?
I mean, right now, every time they say to me, "No, we've sold," so I don't believe this book would sell.
So this still hits you
Yeah,
today.
I didn't believe this book is going to sell. And someone said to me, "When did you get over the fear and the imposter?"
Yes.
And I said, "You make a very big assumption.
Yeah, it's gone.
That it's gone. You learn to live with the imposter. You learn at every level. You feel like an imposter.
Yeah.
At every sit with CEOs today, they will tell you
I
they
know.
still feel like
Yes.
imposters. And that's what I want to tell an ordinary person, to say, listen,
we all
feel the same thing. That's what I want to say to them. You feeling like an imposter? I'm feeling like an imposter.
So,
I'm
still waking
I'm
up
still
and
working.
then
Yeah.
declaring vision.
I have not allowed it to stop me. I've learned to live above it. Learn to live above those feelings of imposter. What's the worst that can happen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I need to ask this person for 50 rands. I'm broke right now.
Yes.
Whether they say yes or no, I have an opportunity that they might give me.
Yeah.
But if they don't give me, I'm not worse off. I was broke anyway.
I love the perspective.
Yeah, I was broke anyway.
I love
Yeah.
that
So if they say no, I'm not worse off.
Yeah.
But if they say yes, I'm better off.
No. What if they say no? That rejection, doesn't it like pinch a
Yeah,
little?
then you learn to live. It's part of life, right? Rejection is we are going to, in church language you say rejection is redirection.
One thing I have learned, I'm learning.
Yeah.
So I coach leaders,
Yes,
mostly in business.
Yeah.
And I'm finding when I coach church leaders,
Yeah.
it's the languaging that lands.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if I
yeah,
talk and then I'm not using the right kind of
Yeah.
language,
Yeah.
it's they don't get that light bulb. On
Yeah.
So then I need to learn to say rejection is redirection. And they're like, yes, that's the one I want. Church leader.
It's our currency.
So language.
Yeah,
is
language is our currency.
And I don't have it yet.
Yeah, no, that's what we are. We sell hope. hope.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
and
So
hope must be
everywhere.
packaged in a way that captivates the person. It awakens the soul,
Yeah.
and it blows the mind, and someone feels like I can do this. And they come every week for a dose, and every week they get a dose and they go and do great things.
You know, it dawned on me. I had
Yeah.
someone fly from another part of the country,
Yeah.
and we're talking, and then I'm talking. We are engaging,
Yeah.
and then somehow I found the one sentence, and this gentleman was already like, "Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take a flight and go home." Yeah, you nailed it.
Man, let me tell you, there is those sentences that just catapult us into the. For me, it was when I was in the US, and this guy says, "Why not me, and why not now?"
That's the line. And then you go, okay.
They say, "Why not me,
and why
not now?"
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Tony Evans at a conference, a leadership conference in New York,
Yeah.
and he said, "Why not me, and why not now?"
And then essentially it's
Yeah.
almost the message of the unlikely candidate.
That's it.
Why not you?
And why not
and
now?
why not now?
Yeah.
And what I love is that you're kind of saying, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
Same struggles. I think in some instances worse.
Worst struggles.
Worse struggles. And the struggles are not just sort of financial and
Yes,
provision.
yes, yes.
You know, parenting, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Now you embark on this journey and you go, all right, I'm gonna go build this thing.
Sure.
You don't get the easiest of conditions.
Yeah.
The world changes, and
COVID happens.
You run into COVID.
Yeah.
And then what?
Man, and then I'm grateful for the times where I came to Pretoria and the plan didn't work, because I learned how to pivot. I'm grateful for the applying for that and that didn't work, because I learned how to pivot.
I'm with you.
I'm grateful for the days where I was expecting my dad to pay school and he didn't pay school, and I learned how to pivot. Then that's when you see the value of challenges in life.
I'm with you.
You see the values, because they prepare you for a lesson you don't know you need,
Okay.
until the moment you are faced with the moment. And then when you look at your arsenal, you have the tools that were given by challenging moments. So we see COVID.
Oh, wait. So what I'm enjoying about this, it's as if being unlikely is an advantage.
It's an advantage, because you get to learn the tools,
hard stuff that is required
otherwise,
for you to succeed
absolutely.
over there.
I always say to people, guys, the process is not the preparation of the promise.
Okay.
The process is the
Slow
preparation.
down for some of us.
Yeah.
The
I'm
process.
like, the process is not for the preparation of the promise. It's not like you are going through a process while the promise is being prepared. No.
Okay.
The promise is ready.
Okay.
The process is the preparation of you, so that you can be able to handle the promise when you get there.
I'm with you.
These challenges and these things, it's preparing you.
Sure.
The table is already being prepared.
I am with you.
Lest you get to the promise and you malfunction because you are not prepared.
So what I'm enjoying is you want us to look at our challenges in our past
Absolutely.
with appreciation.
Absolutely. Kevin Hart sits with Will Smith,
Okay.
and they say their biggest fear is that their children will not be able to build what they have built, because they have not went through what they went through.
I am with you.
That's
Because
their
it's
biggest
in
fear.
that-
It's
in
that
in the late nights
that you
it's
are built.
in the sleeping in the police station.
Absolutely.
It's all these things
Yeah.
that are happening here.
when COVID happens, I'm like, okay,
We
here's
can pivot.
here's another problem. Let's see, how do we pivot out of this? Then
So it doesn't freeze you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't freeze you, because you have learned to. I mean, we one of the best recording gospel groups in the country right now from our church, and you know why we that happened? That was not. We were having church online, and we're using other people's music.
Yes.
And then because of copyrights, they would mute the service. Yeah, so it would just go mute. Yeah, they would just mute it because we don't have copyright. We're like, okay, then let's write our own songs and record our own songs, so that when we are having our service, no mute, because it's our music.
Okay.
And then people then heard it, they go like, oh, that's a nice song.
That's a nice song, yeah.
And then today we have recorded 6 albums in 6 years, and we are just a big group.
And that comes from this
Just trying to
place of being
solve.
muted.
Yes, or being muted.
But it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing in the moment. So you can sit in the embarrassment,
Yes.
or you can do something.
Oh,
You
I
can
love
find a
that,
solution.
man.
You can sit in the embarrassment. You can say, "Hey guys, we are muted, so let's do a service without music." Then no one will mute us. Or you can go
Or
like,
you can say, let's create
let's
music.
record our own. And then we recorded our own. I called people, let's record, guys. We recorded. I remember so broke and so sick, bro. And we put it together.
So we have a counseling room. So we can post this session. You as a counselor.
So do you realize it's a mindset? It's
Okay.
the mindset that you carry with you. I say, man, the person with the mindset will always outdo the person with the money without the mindset.
Wow.
If you have the money without the mindset, you will squander the money.
Sure.
If you don't have the money but you have the mindset, you will find the money for the project.
Oh, lovely, man.
So I think a lot of people focus on getting to the goal and not who they are becoming while they get to the goal.
Sure.
Skipping the process robs you of who you become
Yeah.
when the promise is here.
But life will take us through these things.
Yeah.
What I'm learning is I mustn't bury them. I mustn't push them away.
No.
Because some of them are painful, right?
Yeah.
So you almost want to fight them and just kind of go, I don't want to think about it again. And we bury them and then they show up. And
You know, I was saying to my team yesterday, I said to them, with where we are at right now, there are challenging moments that I actually want to go back to and stay a little bit longer because I didn't learn all I needed to learn. That's why I'm glitching today. That's why I'm glitching here. Because
you didn't learn
I escaped
you
before.
ran away.
Yes,
You
I ran
numbed some
away.
of that
Do
stuff.
you understand? If I had just allowed that process to do what it needed to do, I would not be glitching as I am today.
Wow.
So some of us, we are frustrated by things that we are not knowing that you are being prepared for something big.
So are you saying I must love my challenges?
You must embrace them. You must not, here's the thing. You can either live a complex life or an easy life, right?
Okay.
So you can either live a simple life or a complex life.
Okay.
A simple life is a choice. A complex life is a choice. You make the decision to make your life complex.
Okay.
A hard life is not a choice.
Okay.
A hard life is not a choice.
Yes.
No one chooses a hard life.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But complexity, you choose complexity.
Okay.
So you can choose to live a simple life because hardness is part of it.
Hardness is part of
When
it.
you make stupid decisions, then you take a hard life
and you
make it
worse
complex.
and complex
Then you
and
make it
dramatic and
do you
all the rest of
understand?
it. Yeah.
So the hard knocks of life.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking
These
about the
are-
complexities.
these-
So we're
these
not talking about complexities. We're talking about just the hard.
Yeah.
You embrace those.
This is hardness is life.
It's life. This is where your lessons come from.
Yeah.
This is where your building comes from. This is where your mastery comes from. This is where you grow. Yeah.
So the hardness of life gives you the advantage of the unlikely candidate.
Absolutely.
If you have the right mindset, if you look at this with appreciative inquiry.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. You see now business terms are coming. That's what it is. You go like, what could this prepare me for?
Oh, so good.
What
man.
could this prepare me for? You look at, but it's easy to do that when you know where you want to go.
All right.
When you have a vision,
Okay.
then when you see a challenge, you can connect it. But if you don't have a sense of vision, every challenge just becomes challenge sake. So I say to people, guys, don't complicate your life because hard knocks are going to come anyway.
That's coming.
That's coming. So don't
make it worse.
Right? Yeah. So
Okay. Now, you had to raise. Talk about vision.
Yeah.
You had to raise over 8 million rand in just. That's super unlikely.
Don't do this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
So without giving too much away, just tell us a bit about that.
Sure, man, that was an interesting thing. But I think so. We started the church and we had been leading the church for 4 years. And in the 4 years, every single rand we asked for, we used it for what we asked it for.
Good.
So when we said to you, we're gonna buy lights, we need 5 rands, and you give us 5 rands, we buy lights.
Goes to lights,
right?
Yeah.
And we've done that. We had invested in the church and maintained our lifestyle as a family, and not, take the church's money and then, So what that did is build credibility
Oh,
with
very
our
good.
community.
Very good. Very good.
So when we come to them and say we need money for X,
Yeah.
there's credibility.
Yeah.
There's trust.
Yes, the track record.
There's track record to say, because people attach your track record to your words.
Yes.
To say, all right, over the years, this is what has happened. And so when we share this big vision, so the vision must be big, but the credibility must be deep.
Ooh, I tell you, Tlami, I'm going to have pastors here every day. The vision must be big. The credibility must be deep.
People must see that this guy is credible. We can give him our money.
Sure.
And so the vision...
So let's pause here. Because accountability and church is not always two words that are associated with each other. Just say a word about that.
And I think that's why for us, we always communicate it. We have an independent accounting firm that is looking at our books.
Oh, very good,
I cannot transact in the church books.
Very good.
I just approve payments, but there's other, I can't transact by myself. I don't have access to the account. That gives people comfort.
Good.
That gives people confidence. That gives money people to say, okay, I can invest my money in this because my money is going to be used well.
Good.
And so we don't, with business people and resourced people, we don't convince them by our nice words.
Yes.
They want to see.
Is there track record? Credibility? Is there accountability? Is there governance?
Do you understand?
Here?
Is there governance here? What are the safety measures?
Can you talk directly to the church leaders on just this topic for like a minute?
And I think it's church leaders. It starts here. Remove yourselves from. You are an independent entity, and the church is an independent entity. You are not the same thing. The minute you start looking at it that way, you are creating safety for yourself and for the organization itself. Even financially, you are an independent financial entity. The church is an independent financial entity. Those lines should not be blurred.
Excellent.
When you blur those lines, you kill the trust.
Sure.
Because when we were raising the 8 million rand, there was someone who wanted to give us 3 million rands. Right? And the first thing they ask, what are your financial controls?
Okay.
That's what they want. What are your financial controls?
Wow.
And we had to sit down and say, when money comes in, it goes here. This is what happens. When a payment must be made, 3 people must sign. This is our financial policy. They're like, okay, here's 3 million rands.
Oh, wow, man.
If we did not have those financial controls,
which is something you prepared.
Yes, we were not getting the money.
And I imagine when you were doing those things, you didn't know that someone had 3 billion in 2 years' time.
And we didn't know that he's going to ask for that.
Yes.
For them, the financial controls were important. Wow. I have been in a situation where, I just felt out of generosity, I want to bless a church, and I say, hey man, I want to bless your church. Please send us the banking details of the church. Then he sends me his personal banking details, and I say to him, no, I'm not asking for your personal banking details. I'm asking the church's the church's details. He says, and they had been around for 5 years. He says, no, we don't have a bank account. Sorry, man. Then I was like, no. Then I'm not. I won't be giving. Yeah.
I hope that situation has changed.
I hope so.
For the sake of.
Yeah, I hope so.
So much.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we circle back to the 8 million fundraising?
Yeah. So then we went on auction. We bid it, and we won the bid for 7 million. And we got a donation of 1 million rands on the spot, and then we paid the deposit. Then we went out and just went to our community. Hey guys, this is what the Lord has blessed us with, this building. We need to raise money, and we did crowdfunding.
Sure.
It was just basically crowdfunding.
Sure.
5 weeks we raised 8.3 million rands. And the biggest gift we got was this 3 million rands, obviously.
And then the rest was crowdfunding.
The rest was crowdfunding.
Beautiful. Man.
The rest was crowdfunding.
And what I love about the story here is there are, I don't know what we call them. There's these people that are coming. The Rorys, the Reverend Mateulas. There's these people that it's as if God places them
absolutely
in the path.
Absolutely.
Do you want to touch on one or two story? Either maybe that one with the building.
So for 13 years, I was serving another man's vision. Serving not just one. I've served so many people along the way. Those were seeds that I was planting. That today, I find people who just want to come and serve me.
Oh, wow, man.
So what I saw in other people's lives, what I planted in other people's lives, I am reaping in this season.
Excellent.
I meet these guys and they just say, hey man, we love what God is doing in your life. We just want to invest in it without me doing anything, without. I'm surprised that sometimes I say, what's going on? You know, it's just, the way things are happening in my life right now. I can only say it's the seed that was planted in serving so many other leaders over the years without any reward. I've been in a state where I've been in a position where I was at church at 5 a.m. in the morning until 10 p.m. in the morning, doing everything you can think of, just serving passionately without getting paid.
Sure.
Today, when I see my team showing up at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm grateful for it. But I know it comes from.
Oh, I love that.
You know, there's a few people who I can say, hey, I contributed 50 rands to that person going to school. I contributed 10 rands to that person. So when Brev Matebula says, hey, here is a 50 rands, I'm like, I'm appreciative, but I'm like, I planted the 50 rands there. I planted the 50 rands there, you know.
And then he withdrew his bid. He wanted the same building.
Yes. He was there with his team to buy the same building.
Yes.
And his team told him that, hey,
it's
Koketso is here. And he says, no, pull out. I have 7 buildings. He doesn't have any.
Oh, wow.
I don't need an 8th one while he has nothing.
Oh, wow.
A father's mindset.
Yes.
Man. I'm like, that's the kind of leader I want to be.
Yeah.
That's the kind of leader I want to be.
Okay, as we draw towards the close, I'm curious. How, because this is the part where you always like table charge me with faith as you talk about yourself. What do you feel that you are an unlikely candidate of now?
I have a dream.
Martin Luther King is in Johannesburg, South Africa, ladies and gentlemen.
I followed churches like Hillsong and Elevation. How they were born in the US, they're born in New Zealand, in Australia. Yet they have such a strong footprint and influence in Pretoria, South Africa.
And in villages all over the world.
I want to have that kind of influence.
Yo.
I want a Muso church in the heart of New York City.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? I'm taking my team now to the US in October.
Okay.
Because I want them to see.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, my senior leadership team, I want them to see it and say, do you think it's possible that we can have a Muso church in the heart of London? In the heart of Tokyo, in the heart of, Sydney. Yeah. Is it possible? I've seen it. Yeah. Pastor Brian Houston has done it. Pastor Stephen Fettig has done it.
Yeah. TD Jakes.
Pastor TD Jakes has done it. Many of us are influenced by him.
Yes.
Is it possible? I think so.
And it's like that big.
Yeah, no.
And
I'm
you
like,
feel like the
well,
list of the candidates.
Who the hell do I think I am?
So you're not just asking us to tap into the unlikely candidate advantage.
Yeah.
You need this book. Yeah. Can I offer you a book?
Thank you. Amazing book. I love the cover. That guy looks good.
I think you need this book.
Yeah. I need to read it.
Because I've been listening to that, right? And then I go, I think of some of what you're trying to do at SuperLead. I go, I'm thinking too small.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just like, it's possible because I just look at how much of an influence they've had in my life. They've never met me. I mean, they're so far, but their influence is global. Yeah. And when we were actually planting Muso Church, we had a group of people that we met, leaders from across the world. We sent them the name Muso Church. In there, it was guys from Ukraine, Russia, India, everywhere. We had met them at the conference. We sent them the name and said to them, can you pronounce this name?
You did that?
We did that. Because we were like, one day it will be in China. So they need to know how to. So the name needs to be authentically African, but international community must be able to pronounce.
You did that on day one?
On day one, before we started.
Who is this person?
So we needed to know if they can actually say Muso. This group of 80 people from across the world. And they could say Muso. With obviously the different, but they could say it.
Oh, that is
And we're like,
stunning.
okay, so Muso will catch in China.
Yes.
Muso will catch in India. Muso will catch in Ukraine.
So now Muso must become reality in these countries.
It must become reality in those countries.
So in my line of work, I was hugely from the village. Influenced by John C. Maxwell.
Imagine.
I got hold of his book in high school, and this language of leadership and the stuff I do largely impacted by him. His work got up in Begwa village.
Imagine.
So now when I'm listening to you, I'm going, is that a potential equivalent that I am an unlikely candidate of?
Can Maanda's book be a case study at a business school in New York?
You see now. Can we influence at that level?
At that level. Many of us are not even dreaming of it.
But you know what's good about not dreaming about it? Because then I don't. I feel like I'm a right candidate for my dream.
You've arrived. You've arrived already.
I'm a right candidate for my dream. My dream is just nice and small. Raise my 3 kids. And then go to
we're
church.
good. We're doing good. Well. Bills are paid.
I am. By dreaming small, we remove the unlikely.
Yes, you're likely to do this.
No. To be a project manager and a senior project manager and then retire with a gold watch.
There we go. And that's okay. But for me, I'm like, no, man.
We gotta bring the unlikely.
The unlikely. When you look at it, you also go like, I know. Here, I'm smoking something.
Wow. So, is it fair to ask our listeners to kind of dream something that makes them feel like they're unlikely?
Absolutely. It keeps you alive, man. Sure. It keeps you dreaming. It keeps you moving. It keeps you pushing. It introduces you to a you don't know exists.
Sure.
Because there's a version of us that can only be unearthed by a vision that we don't think is possible.
Right.
Because it was only when I attempted the things I've attempted that I met the person that I am.
Sure.
I could have settled for the person I was. I mean, let me tell you, man, our church is doing good right now. We don't need all of these things. We don't need all of these things. I can
you don't need this drama.
No. I can just be here and just be okay.
Yes.
But what is good today, the law of apathy, things don't stay the same.
Oh.
Things don't stay the same. What you don't work on deteriorates.
Jeez.
Yeah. If you're not growing, you deteriorate. You don't stay stagnant. So while you think you are,
you are actually
going backwards. Actually going backwards.
So we have no choice.
We have no choice. We need to keep on pushing forward.
And then when we think we want to keep pushing forward, we will feel like an unlikely candidate. We will feel unqualified.
Yeah.
Is that where the God factor comes in?
That's where the favor of God, the calling of God upon us, just helps us to take one step a little bit further, then another step a little bit further, and you show up. Just show up, man. And I've realized that showing up is a great part of the victory. Just showing up in those spaces.
And it's possible to not live by faith.
Yeah.
If you're not dreaming slightly bigger.
Yeah. No. I mean, why do you need faith? Why do you need faith if you are just, where there's knowledge, there's no need for faith.
Sure.
Yeah, you have all the answers, everything is here, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But
so you can go to all the faith seminars.
Yeah.
If you're not.
If you don't have a vision, no, I mean, then what do you need it for? It's the statements that will be spoken that will not, it will impact someone to the level of their faith.
Sure.
Listen to what Ephesians 3 says. It says, the God who is able to do exceedingly above and beyond all that you can think, dream or imagine, according to the power that's at work in you.
Okay.
So he's able to do
all
these big things, but only according to the faith that is in you.
That's already working.
Yeah. So if
the faith is dead,
in you,
and then
there's nothing he can do.
There's
nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. If there's no faith at work in you, if you don't see
So we
it,
gotta activate this
Absolutely.
thing by going.
Yeah.
The same effect
Yeah.
John C. Maxwell had
understand?
on me
I want
up
that.
in the village. I want the same thing to happen in somewhere in India.
I always imagine in church, scripture says, without faith it's impossible to please God.
Yes.
I always imagine in heaven, the minute you try to do something impossible,
Yeah.
they get excited. They're like, there we go. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're working. Yeah. Now we're working. Let's go, boys. And I used to say, we bore God.
The language, yeah.
We bore God.
So many of us.
We
God
just
is
bore.
bored.
He's bored.
Like he listens to your prayers.
He's like,
there we go.
Like, oh my God. He's like, is there
There's so
someone
much
who's
we
going?
can
Is there
do.
someone who's going to
Who's
say
gonna
something?
like-
Then Maanda says, I want to do this. They go like, there we go, boys. Then heaven gets up and go like, yeah, let's back that up.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then there's this kid who says, hey, I want Muso Church to be able to be pronounced.
Yeah. Yes.
Before that is just...
Do you understand what happens in heaven? They were like,
Yes.
this kid is sending this message to these 80 people
Yes.
from Dubai,
Yes.
Manila, and all of these things.
Yeah, like,
because
pronounce this thing.
let's go. We have work to do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
me and Koketso, we can talk for the next 600 years. I appreciate the work you're doing.
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
Just the inspiration.
Thank you so much.
And
Man.
what I enjoyed is you now bolstering your leadership capacity instead of say, you're doing well.
Yeah.
The theology.
Yeah.
But you're back at school, at a business school. You're gonna read a case study. You're gonna read a bunch of frameworks. You're gonna sit in a syndicate room and then battle it out.
That's it, man. That's where I'm at now. Ooh, let me tell you.
And you're gonna submit assignments in parallel while you're preparing for your sermon.
And then he said, don't.
Yeah. And then there's no plagiarism.
No.
And then you're gonna be referencing.
And you can't just say the inspiration of the Lord. You need to have Harvard referencing. Where did you get this? Heaven does not apply. It can't be revelation from heaven. You need a reference.
Because you need to check the source.
Yes.
So we got the revelation.
They're like, no, where's the source of this thing? I'm like, what if it's my knowledge? What if I'm the source? They're like, no.
What if I got it in the spirit?
Move. Go away. I'm telling you. It's an interesting one.
Oh, thank you for coming through.
No, thank you for having me.
All the best with the book tour.
Thank you.
And 1,000 reprints.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Road to 1 million.
We go to 1 million.
1 million copies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Koketso in studio.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, this is good.